In the quiet town of Brooksville, faith was everything. Every Sunday morning, families filled the wooden pews of St. Matthew's Church, listening to the man they trusted most, Pastor Jonathan Hale. To the outside world, Pastor Hale was a symbol of devotion and discipline, a man who preached love, forgiveness, and the sanctity of marriage. His wife, Rebecca, was the perfect counterpart, graceful, soft-spoken, and deeply loyal. Together, they were the town's picture of faith and family. But behind closed doors, their life was anything but holy. It began one September morning, when Rebecca Hale didn't show up for her volunteer shift at the church food pantry. Friends tried calling, but she didn't answer. By evening, Jonathan reported her missing, his voice trembling as he told police his wife had gone for a walk and never returned. The community rallied behind him. Prayer groups formed. Candlelight vigils were held. The beloved pastor's grief seemed unbearable. But detectives soon noticed something strange. When they searched the Hale home, they found no signs of struggle, no forced entry, no broken glass. Everything was in order, except one thing. Rebecca's wedding ring was left on the kitchen counter. Then, 3 days later, everything changed. A jogger found a woman's body at the edge of a nearby lake. It was Rebecca Hale. At first glance, it looked like an accident. Maybe she slipped, maybe she drowned. But the coroner's report told another story. Rebecca had bruises on her neck. She had been strangled. The town was stunned. Their pastor's wife murdered. Detectives comforted Jonathan, but they couldn't ignore the inconsistencies in his story. He said he'd last seen Rebecca that morning, but her phone record showed she had texted someone hours later, someone named M. When police traced the number, they made a shocking discovery. M wasn't a friend or church member. It was Melissa Crane, a woman from another town, and she wasn't just anyone. She was a member of Jonathan's private prayer circle, a group that met weekly at his home when Rebecca wasn't around. Melissa told investigators she and Jonathan had been spiritually connected, but text messages between them revealed more than prayers. They revealed a secret relationship that had been going on for nearly 2 years. When detectives confronted Jonathan, he denied everything. He claimed Melissa was delusional, that she'd been obsessed with him and making things up. But when police searched his phone, they found deleted photos, love messages, and travel receipts, all pointing to one truth. The pastor had been living a double life. As the investigation deepened, more unsettling details emerged. Members of his congregation came forward, describing how Jonathan had staged miracles during sermons, healings, visions, prophetic moments, all orchestrated to keep his followers loyal and his donations growing. One former member told police that Jonathan often talked about divine tests, moments where he had to make hard choices to protect God's plan. It sent chills down detective spines. Then, in a shocking turn, a neighbor came forward saying she'd heard arguing from the Hale house the night before Rebecca disappeared. A man's voice shouting, a woman crying. When police confronted Jonathan again, he broke down. He confessed that Rebecca had found out about the affair. She had threatened to expose everything. Not just the infidelity, but the staged miracles and misused church funds. In that moment, he claimed he lost control. After strangling her, he carried her body to the lake, trying to make it look like an accident. And the next morning, he stood before his congregation, leading them in prayer for her safe return. The same hands that had baptized children, comforted widows, and blessed marriages had taken a life. Jonathan Hale was arrested and later sentenced to life in prison without parole. During sentencing, he told the court that he acted out of fear, not hatred. But for the people of Brooksville, that didn't matter. Their faith had been shaken, not just in their pastor, but in the man they thought could never lie. The church was eventually closed, and Rebecca's family placed a single inscription on her gravestone. She believed in love, even when it betrayed her. Sometimes, the people we trust the most wear the brightest masks. And sometimes, the most dangerous secrets hide behind a pulpit. If this story chilled you, remember, appearances can deceive and devotion can hide darkness. Subscribe for more chilling true crime stories, where we uncover the lies, the obsessions, and the secrets that destroy lives in the name of love, faith, and power. Because sometimes, the holiest faces hide the darkest sins.